Japan's lost decade. Back in the 1980s, Japan was once the second largest economy in the world, with massive growth that the Japanese people thought would last forever, with many economists thinking Japan could overtake the United States. This was a contrast to a few decades earlier where Japan was recovering from the Second World War, but unfortunately for Japan and the Japanese people, the bubble finally burst. The growth for the Japanese economy was built on unstable foundations, and assets were driven to extremes, with speculative investments and easy credit creating a massive economic bubble. When the bubble burst, it triggered, which is now known as Japan's lost decade. From 1991 to 2001, Japan experienced a period of economic stagnation and deflation. Stock prices plummeted and real estate values collapsed, wiping out trillions of yen in wealth. The Japanese people lost their life savings, their jobs, banks, saddled with bad debt, struggled to stay afloat, and the financial sector teetered on the brink of collapse. In response, the Japanese government implemented a series of measures aimed at reviving the economy. Massive finance stimulus packages were introduced, including public work projects and tax cuts. The Bank of Japan adopted a zero interest rate policy and later introduced quantitative easing in an attempt to spur lending and investments. Despite these efforts, recovery was slow, and in the 2000s and 2010s brought renewed attempts at reform. The government launched a new strategy in 2012 aiming to break the cycle of deflation and stagnation through a mix of monetary easing and financial stimulus and structural reforms. Today, Japan's economy shows signs of resilience. Whilst growth remains modest compared to its peak years, the country has maintained its position as a leading global economy. Key sectors like technology, automotive, and robotics continue to drive innovation and export in the country.